You know what's special about Saturday, December 28th? Absolutely nothing, which is why the NFL gave us one last gift with a three-game Saturday slate. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. I am the one, the only, Jamie G, three-time nominee for Best Gift Giver of the Year. And I'm here with Magnum Mills to give you one of the best gifts you can get, cash on a Saturday.
That's a pretty good. The Cash on a Saturday would be a decent band name, but I think it's probably better suited as the title of an album. And thank you for checking out the latest track off of our album, Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. You can find our content wherever you get your podcast and on YouTube. Find us on social media at Seize the Gap FF and on the web at seizethegapff.com. Nice and easy to remember, just like the flaps, FLAPS. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please make sure that you've hit that thumb.
This is the part of the show where I remind you to always, and I mean always, check the latest news, injury reports, and weather before making any wagers. And while you're at it, don't be lazy, man. Take the extra time to shop around to the different sports books legally available in your state. Make sure you're checking out, getting the best odds, profit boosts, etc. Now they got these sweat-free bet. I like that. That's where you get your money back if it doesn't hit. They're out there. Check around, make sure you're getting the best thing. No, we are not officially affiliated with DraftKings. Yes, all of our information, odds, and wagers are coming from there, and they're accurate as of Thursday, December 26, 2024. Let's get into the Saturday slate. I like the way that sounds, Mills. Nice little roll of the tongue.
Yeah, don't tempt the NFL, man. We're gonna get Christmas games on a Tuesday sooner than later, however that schedule works out. So we're just getting to the point where we'll be in danger of the oversaturation, but not there yet because this looks like a pretty fun one on Saturday. The first game is a 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff. Catch all these games on the NFL Network. We have the 9-6 Los Angeles Chargers traveling coast to coast to face the 3-12 New England Patriots. The Chargers are currently 4-point favorites, minus 225 on the money line, while the Patriots are 4-point home dogs, plus 185 on the money line. Game total in that one is 42.5 points. Game number two is a 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff, again on NFL Network. We have the 9-6 Broncos going to Cincinnati to face the 7-8 Bengals with everything on the line for Cincinnati. The Broncos are currently 3.5-point road dogs, plus 145 on the money line, while the Bengals are 3.5-point home favorites, minus 175 on the money line. Game total is 49.5 points. And finally, for the nightcapper, we have an 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff. Finally, again on the NFL Network, we have the 7-8 Arizona Cardinals eliminated from playoff contention, traveling to face the 9-6 Los Angeles Rams. The Cardinals are currently 6.5-point road dogs, plus 250 on the money line, while the Rams are 6.5-point home favorites, minus 310 on the money line. The game total is 47.5 points. Jamie G, my main complaint from this one is how many games they had to steal from our Sunday slate to make all of this happen. I thought we were going to get two pretty good ones on Christmas. We got two games. I'm sure the Chiefs and the Ravens felt pretty good about it, but I don't know if they were necessarily the best games to view or bet on unless you were on the good side of that one. How are you feeling about this one? Are you excited to watch this one? Any games jump out at you from a viewing, wagering standpoint? Overall thoughts on this Saturday slate?
I like the kind of 1 o'clock, 4:30 8 p.m. I like the all day football thing here. I think it's really cool. But like you said, when you look at the main slate on Sunday, there's not a lot of meat on the bone. Regarding this one, I think they did an okay job. Basically, one of these games has something where both teams got to lay it on the line, and that's awesome. And hopefully that creates a almost playoff-like scenario with Denver and Cincinnati. Cincinnati, it's win or go home. Denver, I think they still got another way in. They got to beat the Chiefs or whatever, but it's important for both of them. So I really like that. The Chargers at New England. I like this matchup, man. I'm excited to see it. I know that New England's not playing for anything, but Drake May and company, they didn't get the message. I think they're going to put up a fight here. It should be interesting to see how they respond, and if they're able to take advantage of some of the weaknesses of this Chargers team. Game three, it would have been a whole lot cooler if Arizona won last week, right? And that would have made it way better. But I do think it's a good matchup divisionally here. Arizona's so banged up though that I worry that that one could become a runaway a little bit for the Rams. So I think there's some angles, Mills. I'll be watching. It'll be fun. We only got a couple weekends left of this before playoffs. And really, we only got about another month before it's all over for a year. So enjoy it. I'll be looking forward to it. And I think there's some angles here we can make some money on.
I will co-sign with you on Drake May there. He's definitely impressed me. I wasn't that high on him coming out of North Carolina, so definitely changed my tune a bit on him. I will say that the Chargers are a team, like if they win, they're going to cover. There's only been one time this year they won and didn't cover. So if you think the Chargers are going to win, I am probably laying the points. If you don't think they're going to win, then go ahead, just take the Patriots straight up. That's probably the way I would be going there, although that's not really dynamite advice. If you think they're going to win, maybe you should take them. Again, like you said, the Denver Cincinnati game. I believe Denver next week, they just have to win one of these last two games and they are in. Kansas City doesn't have anything to play for, but they might very well be okay with trying to play spoiler next week, throwing Carson Wentz out there against the Broncos. So definitely a lot of the line here. Cincinnati needs a lot to happen to win, but involves winning both of these last two games. So we'll see what happens there. I'm really curious to see about the Rams offense here. I think the Cardinals will give it a little bit of go here still. I don't think they were completely checked out yet, but if they have a rough first half, I could see things really getting out of control there. A lot will depend on the presence of James Conner. It didn't look like he was going to play. Then he was trending in the right direction, and now it's kind of back down to another 50-50 crapshoot here. Trey Benson, the rookie running back, is also questionable. So if they're missing both of those guys, that Cardinals offense is really in trouble. I'm looking for the Rams to get back on track here after kind of struggling the last 2 weeks. They scored 44 on Jamie's Buffalo Bills and then went out and scored 12 and 19 the last 2 weeks, 31 points only the last 2 weeks. So I'm looking for a little bit of an offensive explosion here from the Rams, hopefully. And we are lucky it is deep in the season, but really no notable weather concerns here. So knock on wood and thank Mother Nature for that one last gift.
At least three people, three, told me that my gift to them was their favorites. Why not try to keep a good thing going here with our favorite wagers?
And one thing that is tough when you're doing the favorite wagers, you sometimes you start out, you have this big menu, and you really need to wean it down to your absolute favorite. So I am just going with a singular wager here. And I mentioned it before, I'm looking for the Rams offense to get back on track. And I thought about just taking the over on the 29.5 points, but you actually get a much better number. You get plus 125 for that. But if you take the Rams to win the race to 30 points, it's plus 140. I don't think the Cardinals are going to jump up and score 31st and have the Rams catch them there. So if anybody is getting there, I think it's just the Rams. So that way you get the plus 140. So I can turn 100 cricket coins into 240 with that one. And you should know that cricket coins are the preferred currency of Bennett Bank and Blow It. We do all of our wagers in cricket coins. In cricket, we trust for better or worse. Jamie G, what's on your menu for your favorite wagers for the Saturday slate?
I got a couple here, Mills. I'm going to go ahead and throw 100 cricket coins down on the New England points +4. I think they got a chance to win this one straight up. I like that it's in New England. We got the West Coast team traveling to East Coast. Like you said, it's not going to be blizzard-like conditions, but it is going to be cold. All that stuff matters. And honestly, I know New England doesn't have anybody of note outside of Drake May on offense, but yet I expect them to be able to put together some drives, score some points, and defensively, if they can do half as good of a job limiting the Chargers offense that they did limiting the Bills offense last week, I think they could run away with this one. I like the points here, man. If the Chargers win by a field goal, we're still good. Give them to me at +4, -112. 100 cricket coins to win, 189 and 28 cricket coins. I'm also putting 100 mils on the Rams, -6.5 at Arizona. It's -112. I think the Rams win this one and win it handedly. I don't know that it'll be double digits, but I like them winning by the touchdown here, Mills. Arizona's so banged up. They really just feel like I can't imagine losing that game last week. It just the feeling of deflation for them, it's over. This means nothing. Yeah, they could try to play spoiler here, but I just think the Rams are a better team right now at this point in the season. And it's sad because this is what we've seen out of Arizona the last however many years. They start off strong and then they just slowly fade into nothing by the end of the season. And that's where they are. It's -112 here, Mills. 100 cricket coins take back 189.
As Mike Tyson would famously say, fade into Bolivia. I'm with you there. Honestly, if I was going to go on the Rams, I was looking at the alternate spread to, getting into plus -10 points, -12 points in there. Even I think they're going to cover that pretty comfortable. I just like going with the Rams team total better. That way, in case Arizona, if they get it going in the second half, they get some garbage time points or whatever. Maybe they get to within 5 or something like that. This way, it takes care of it. But yeah, I think I'd feel pretty confident, even going up to the Rams -10, -9.5, -10, -10.5, something in that range. I think I'd be comfortable with too.
If you really want to have some fun on a Saturday, you've got some traveling to do because we're headed all the way to the top of the props.
Oh, Jamie G. It's tough because sometimes you don't know whether or not you want to go with your guy. But in this case, I think I just have to go with my guy, Lad McConkey, up in New England. Somebody's got to do something for the Chargers. Gus Edwards is out. You got no Gus Bus. I'm hoping J.K. Dobbins will be back in there, but we don't know as we're recording this. I think Herbert's going to have to default to McConkey, no matter who you think is going to win that game. So I'm taking the Lad, 80 plus receiving yards. That is plus 120. He's hit it in four of his last five. Why not go there? And we got to go with our guy, Jamie. I'm almost surprised we didn't both have this one. Our guy, Dicker, the kicker, Cameron Dicker, over 7.5 points. Again, no Gus Edwards, maybe no J.K. Dobbins. Could see that offense stalling out in the red zone a little bit. That's minus 120. So 100 coins will return 183.33 coins. So that's over 7.5. Your other option was you could have gone over 1.5 field goals made. That was minus 150. I went this way to get down to the minus 120 here, feeling like he's going to get at least two field goals and two extra points, or perhaps three field goals. Either way, I think Dicker is going to be getting it done for you. And then I am going to take Kyron Williams, 100 plus rushing yards. I think the Rams are going to put up the offense. It's just a matter of where it's going to come from. He's been really doing it. He's hit this in three of his last four games. Again, you could go with the under over for the rushing yards here. That was 93.5 at minus 115. I just rather gamble, take the extra 6.5 yards here, go from the minus 115 to the plus 105. So you put 100 cricket coins on that bad boy. You are bringing back 205. Jamie G, who are you getting to the top of the props with?
Love it, man. Yeah, I got a couple here, Mills. I'm going to go ahead and take 100 cricket coins on Drake May to hit his over. Right now, it's 217.5 passing yards. If you really like this one, get it in now because it's fluctuating. And I think that number could move up a little bit. So 217.5 passing yards, it's minus 110. 100 cricket coins there to take back 191. I'm also going to put 100 cricket coins on the Bo Nix 25 plus rushing yards. If they get in a jam here against that Lou Amaretto defense, I think Bo Nix could scramble. He gets one or two scrambles here. I think he gets it. 25 plus rushing yards there. We've seen it throughout the season. He can do it. It's plus 115. 100 cricket coins to take back 215. And then I'm going to put 100 cricket coins on literally the only offensive weapon I can count on for the Arizona Cardinals, and that's Trey McBride getting the over 6.5 receptions. I know. But he's got to throw it somewhere. And Trey McBride has been getting a lot of targets. Can he catch him? Let's hope so. Over 6.5 receptions. It's plus 105. 100 cricket coins to take back 205. And then I'm going to do another over on the receptions, Mills. I'm going to put 100 cricket coins on that guy for the Rams. No, not Pakua, not Puka Nakua. I don't want to poke around and find out. I'm going to go with Cooper Cup here, over 5.5 receptions, plus 135. 100 cricket coins to take back 235.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
The leftovers are still in the fridge. The lights, they're still up. But the holidays, they're winding down here, and the bills are coming soon. We're going to help you out with our lottery ticket long shot. Got to pay these things on time so we don't accrue interest. Hitting these, it's not going to pay for it all, but it will be a solid start.
And you have to start somewhere. I'm going to go with a three-leg single game parlay. The only rules for these lottery ticket long shots are that it must be any single wager or parlay up to three legs, that is plus 500 or longer. So I am going with a three-leg single game parlay in that Arizona at the Los Angeles Rams game. Up top, I have Kyron Williams, 100 plus rushing yards. That is plus 105 on its own. And I think he's going to do what he's been doing lately. He's going to find the end zone. So I have Kyron Williams, 2 plus anytime touchdown scorer. That is plus 230. And then finally here, I'm going to throw in that Rams over 29.5 points. That is plus 124. So you put these three legs together. You got Kyron Williams, 100 plus rushing yards. Kyron Williams, 2 plus anytime touchdown scorer. And the Rams over 29.5 points. Your odds are plus 500. So 100 cricket coins return 600. Again, probably not paying for all of those holiday bills, but at least you can knock off that sharper image tab or one of your exotic breweries or something like that. Take care of one of the smaller ones first. Jamie G, what are you thinking big with your lotto ticket long shot this week?
Mills, it's a long shot for a reason, and I feel like gambling, baby. Trying to hit it big, man. I'm trying to get some cash to pay down some stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and do a a 3 game special here with all 3 games, and I'm gonna have to get lucky on some unders and or on some underdogs winning here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take the New England money line against the Chargers plus 185, but I'm not done yet. I'm gonna go for another underdog. I'm gonna take the Denver money line plus 145, and then I'm going to take those Rams minus 6.5 at Arizona. That's minus 112 on its own. We put them all together, Mills. We've got plus 1,221 odds. I'm going to throw 100 beans on that bad boy, 100 cricket coins to win 1,321. That will make a dent in some of my bills.
Oh, and it's the same backwards and forwards, 12-21 now. Ooh, it's spooky almost. Maybe it's meant to be.
Maybe it is. What are those things called? It's like the
Oh,
words
the
like
word
where
is a
they're spelled.
palindrome. When it's spelled the
Thank
same
you.
backwards and forward, it's called a
Yep.
palindrome.
It's what we do here. We teach you things. If you want to build something sturdy, and we mean, actually sturdy, 2 legs are fine, but 3 legs, they're better. Welcome to Tripod Time, where we've got legs and we know how to use them. We've used our proprietary system to come up with a 3 leg single game parlay for each game. Mills, we've got legs. How did we choose them?
Well, the South Park thing where they have like the economy wheel and they put the chicken on it and they spin it and they cut the chicken's head off. Ours is like that, but it's more complicated than that. In game number one, we're going to ride Jamie G's new best friend, Drake May, over 217.5 passing yards, minus 110 on that one. And perhaps it is a little bit cold there. The Patriots defense slowed down Josh Allen through the air last week. Maybe they slowed down Justin Herbert this week. So we're taking Justin Herbert under 232.5 passing yards. As long as he throws it to the lad, I can live with that. That leg is minus 110. And then finally, Justin Herbert's going to have to force it. Maybe the Chargers are down. Maybe it's just cold. Maybe he's lacking that secondary weapon. Whatever it is, unfortunately, he is throwing an interception. So we have Justin Herbert over 0.5 interceptions. So you put these three together, Drake May over 217.5 passing yards, Justin Herbert under 232.5 passing yards, and Justin Herbert over 0.5 interceptions. Your odds are plus 675. So 100 cricket coins will return 775. And now you're in business. Now you're starting to take some of those other bills out of the stack and pay them off. Game number two, Denver at Cincinnati. We're going with Jamie G scrambling here. Bo Nix, 25 plus rushing yards. That is plus 125 on its own. And if Denver is going to have a chance in this game, they're going to have to get to Joe Burrow a little bit. Why not by picking him off? So we'll take Joe Burrow over 0.5 interceptions. That is minus 115. And then why not? We're going to go with an alternate spread here. We're just going to gamble on Denver taking this one down. We are getting it down to Denver -4. That boosts you up to plus 221. So you put these 3 legs together, Bo Nix, 25 plus rushing yards, Joe Burrow over 0.5 interceptions, and Denver -4. Your odds are plus 525. So 100 points to bring back 625. Again, not taking over the world, but the only complicated thing is probably Denver winning that game. And if they win, they're going to win by 4 or more. Mark it down. And then finally, game number 3, the nightcap here. Leg number 1, we are hanging with Mr. Cooper. Cooper Kupp over 5.5 receptions. That is plus 135 on its own. Leg number 2, we're going with Kyren Williams, but dialing it down just a smidge for my prop. Kyren Williams, 90 plus rushing yards. That's minus 135. And finally, just taking the Rams on the spread. LA Rams -6.5. That is minus 112. You put the three together. Cooper Kupp over 5.5 receptions. Kyren Williams, 90 plus rushing yards. LA Rams -6.5. Your odds are plus 550. So once again, 100 coins to bring home 650. And if you parlay all these together, then you are really cooking. You might have a stew going. If you can hit one of these, you'll be profitable. 2, you'll be smiling. And 3, that stack will get cut in half. And pretty soon you'll be back on your way to starting to pay for all of next year's gifts already, because that's how it works. You have to do it every year. What goes around comes back around, just like Santa and Mariah Carey.
Anything else on the Saturday slate before we get out of here?
I don't mind this. It just feels like a lot on a week where we had the Wednesday slate for Christmas and then the Thursday night football with the night slate. I'm not complaining about more football, but you are definitely running the risk of the football fatigue here with 5 games in 6 days. Pretty wild. So I'm okay with it now, but again, I don't think they need to try to have this all the time or anything like that. And, everybody hang in there, keep doing it. Good luck to you in your fantasy championships, all that stuff. It's all coming to the end, and then It's on to the playoffs.
Playoffs. Thank you guys for checking us out. We really appreciate you riding with us each and every week, even for these special Saturday slates. Ooh, I think there was like a lot of S's in there. I am Jamie G. He's Magnum Mills. Thank you for being with us. Throw the thumb, subscribe, share the video. After you do that, let us know how you're approaching Saturday. What plays do you like? What's your top pick? How are you going to make some money? Send us those bet slips, man. Get in our DMs. We'll send you back. Good luck. I hope you make a ton of money this weekend. Stay safe, enjoy it, and we'll see you on the flip. Mills will let you know where you can find all of our stuff.
Oh, you'll find us just kicking it like Dicker the Kicker. That's how we do it here on Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by CZGAF Fantasy Football. Thanks again for checking out the show. Find all of our content wherever you get your pods and on YouTube. Find us on social media at CZGAPFF and on the web at CZGAPFF.com. We try to keep it easy to remember. That's how we do things. And while you're remembering easy stuff, how about the flaps? FLAPS, very important to our success. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please make sure that you've hit the thumb. I am Magnum Mills. He is Jamie G, and we're here to help you bet it. We're here to help you bank it, bud.
Blowing it is up to you.
What's my theme music?